Welcome back, everyone. I hope everybody is enjoying their weekend and everyone had a great last week as well. We saw that market did pull back 2 days in a row, and that was the pullback we were looking for it, right? We talked about it, that it is okay. We needed this pullback. And because so many of the stocks were at all-time highs, right? So we needed that pullback. I hope you guys all survived. It was definitely a tough week. It was not an easy week for sure. But if you were positioned properly, you weren't over leveraged, you should still be green. Does not matter what happens in the market, right? So we're going to prepare. We're going to go over what are the things that I'm watching for this coming week. We do have pretty much data coming out every day. And we also have a Fed speaker speaking on Monday morning also. And we are ending the quarter this coming week as well. So there's a lot going on. We are going to have a fresh money coming in for the beginning of the month on October 1st as well. So a lot of things to keep in mind, but without me going all into this talk and taking more of the time, I am going to go over some of the stocks. Some of the stocks are actually from the last week as well that we have talked about, and some of them that I've talked about a few weeks ago as well, and they actually have a much better setup looking right now. And some things I took it from, I saw you guys talk about it, and a couple of the stocks do look really good. So thank you for sharing those. And I'll go over my charts as well. And I do believe there is money transactions that is happening, meaning there is a rotation in some of the stocks that we are seeing, especially in the XLC sector. I'm definitely seeing that does look pretty nice. Not just the stocks itself, the ETF itself looks really good as well. So we'll go over those. And again, I say it every time, I'm going to say it again. If you are struggling with the day trading, you do not need to trade every single day. You can make so much money with swing trading, with long-term leaps, with shares as well. I give you guys stocks that fit into pretty much in everybody's budget. Like it's if you can spend $200 on a contract, you can definitely spend $200 on a share. Yes, you might not see that, $100, $150 growth right away from the way you can get it from options, from shares, but it will be the safest way to trade, that you're not having to scare with the theta decay. You can hold on to the share if market does pull back, right? As long as it's a good company. So please keep that in mind. Don't try to chase every single trade. I did share my morning routine for the meditation. I wrote everything down exactly what I do, how I do that meditation. So please make sure you take a minute, go with that, align your mindset. I will do this proper class in our in our coming up 8-week masterclass as well, how actually I walk you through the exact same process that I wrote, and actually do it how it's done. I've done it before, but this is a little bit more in depth and in detail. That takes me time. Okay, having said that, let's get into our charts. Share. Okay, so let's talk about SPY first. And in our SPY, this is something that I am kind of you can say putting out in the universe, that I would like market to do this. This could be a shoulder, this could be our next shoulder, next head, where we do make all-time highs. I do like where we bounced. Our levels been playing out really nice, and as you can see, we've been a nice morning star pattern could be setting up. As long as we hold 660 now, we could see a stair stepping to the upside, make this head and shoulder into a play, and then probably sometime at the end of October or beginning of November, where we actually see the pullback that comes in the market, where we can see an actual drop into somewhere into the 630, into the 638 area as well. For now, I like where we are. I like where we held that 654. Was looking for 652, $2 off. That's okay. This was a perfect bounce. We caught this move that day. I still am holding some of my calls on it into the next week. So let's see how those runners do. Again, as long as we hold 660, you have these targets that are still playing out, and I am looking forward to how market pans out into the next coming weeks. Okay, so now let's look at some of the stocks that we usually trade, Apple being at the top of the list as well. I still don't think Apple is done. I think Apple has room to go. Would not mind a pullback as long as we can consolidate a little bit more, especially if you look at the weekly. Like, what a beautiful breakout we got, right? You got this stair steps as well, where we went up and we had this consolidation from here. Why can't I draw a nice consolidation in this zone, and then we push through? Would not mind the same thing, a little bit of consolidation and break out. Let me see, why is this not showing up? Okay, let's make it white. All right. So I do like this. As long as we hold 250, I think Apple could easily give us somewhere from we're almost at 260 area, where we did come very close to it. But I think 265 is ideal for Apple to hit in the coming week or so. So again, keep this on the list. As long as we hold above 250, this is definitely setting up for a nice move to the upside. Let's look at Google. Just gonna go over some of our stocks that we trade before I go over the list that I have. This is a trade we did in our challenge account. So far, we were able to take the full TP on it. This was a perfect swing, perfect trade that we got on our Google. On this one, I would not mind it pulling back into the 240 to 242 area and then try to go back up. That would be ideal. But again, for now, I am gonna let Google be my day trade than any swing trades on it. So I'm gonna let this thing figure out its way, what it wants to do. Next is Meta. I think this one is setting up for a beautiful move to the upside. This would be a nice one as long as we hold this low, which is your 738, or even above 740, keeping the previous stop loss as well. This could continue to move upside. As previously it played out exactly what we asked for it. So now I am looking for, if it can hold 740 to 738 zone, could be a nice push back up to give us that 800 and make a new all-time highs. However, if it loses 730, this will invalidate and we could pull back to the downside as well. Next is Netflix. This is another name. I draw this. I don't normally change any of the drawings that I have done that I share with you guys, especially during the weekdays of my charting. So this was the exact chart that I shared with you guys. And so far it held that 1200 area very nicely. And it held few times. So if you were day trading, scalping, this was the area to keep in mind for a bounce, right? So now, as long as we can clear 1220 to 1225 area, your ideal next target is 1235 and then 1250 and so on. So based on my flow, there is a lot of sellers sitting at 1290. So that's almost of like $80-$90 move that you can get from Netflix. So something to keep on your list as well. Everybody's favorite, Tesla. This was another one. I'm still holding some of my Tesla because I do have plenty of time on it. And this was another one that we want to see. Could this be a morning star pattern setting up on this thing as well? As long as it can break 440, this could continue to the upside. And the other thing, if you go back and you look at it, if market does pull back, Tesla tend to do the opposite of it. So keep Tesla on the list. As long as we don't lose 420 on Tesla, this thing is still in play to make new highs on it. So this coming week, this could set up for a potential move to the upside as well. Let's look at NVIDIA again. As you guys know how I feel about NVIDIA, the day trades, the scalps, the contracts don't move the same way it used to move. Would like for it to hold above 175, and this could be a nice consolidation that it wants to break out and give us finally the 200 level that we want. But again, I'm not holding my breath with this one, okay? What else do we look at it? I went over Google AMD. I like this name. Look at that. Very nice setup. I would buy a little bit time on it. This could be a decent swing as long as we hold above 158, which is right about here, right there, 158. This could be a nice setup to the upside. Ideally, break 164 and hold. That would be better to enter into it. But if you can scale in, this is looking very nice. This is one of my favorite setups when I'm looking for my swings. This is what I look for it to do this displacement and give us the pullback and then get into it. So if we can break this trend line, retest it, that's your ideal entry into AMD. Okay, now let's go through our list of stocks. HIMS. This is looking very nice, especially if I go down to the weekly. What a beautiful setup on this name as well. So I'm gonna give you these standard deviations that we are seeing a very nice move into it. Clear this 2.5 above the 60. You could see this name into the 70 to $72 move to the upside. Weekly looks amazing. We have our leaps on it. Please, again, when I tell you guys, when you take the leaps, we are looking for 100% on it. So this is a name, we've been in it from somewhere here in the 48. We are already up very nicely. Please hold. There is room for this name and we have plenty of time. Why do we pay for the time? So we can hold through these red candles and not be shaken out of it, right? We want to be able to take the benefit of the money that we are paying up front for those leaps so we can take advantage of the full move to the upside. So I'm continuing to hold and I love this 2-day candle closing above and we are breaking out of it. As long as this thing clears 60, this is gonna fly. So this is a really nice setup to the upside. And next is Unity. This was shared by Inder and great find. This could be a nice day trade for you guys. I'm still holding a couple of my leaps. I think I took these few months ago and I've mentioned it. I think they are up like 400%. And I still don't think that Unity is done, that it's going to continue to move higher. This 4-hour looks very nice with the morning star pattern on it. As long as it holds above 42, if you can get the retest of 42 and bounce from it, this is definitely looking really, really nice. You could easily target this order block to the upside on it, so could give you a nice $3 to $4 move on a day trade. This is the kind of name that you want to take a trade on it and let it play out. Your swing, if you are going with 2-3 months out, watch the time frame that you're taking the trade. As long as on the 4 hour it does not close below 42, you have no reason to close that trade. Let the trade play out of it. Don't be afraid of these little red candles throwing in there. Okay, so make sure that you are letting your trades play out of it. Okay, now next one is holy shit, what happened? No, this camera like work. Dude, back out. Back out. This camera, back out. Zoom out. Zoom out. Holy shit. This just went all on my face. Zoom out. Dude, okay, thank you. Hold. Now me fighting my camera here. Okay. Next name. This was a trade we took on Thursday, and this was a beautiful trade that we took on Thursday, not 12-hour. I want to go to daily. Our entry is at the $18 level. This was a beautiful setup from our fibs as well. As long as we hold above 1890, I think this is gonna continue to run. I am looking for, if you look at the weekly time frame as well, this was a very nice retest into it and then continue to move higher. Again, we are in this trade from Thursday. We were up very nice on Friday as well. So make sure you let the trade play out. If it breaks out of 980, this has a room to continue to the upside. Please don't chase because we are already in the trade and we've been in it and it's already up over $1 something. So I think 20.50 would be our a first target that you want to take profit on it. Okay, and then the next one was, as I promised, I will share the chart, is FCX. And you guys already know what our plan for this one is. Your stop loss is gonna be the low of 31.46, and this is a name that we are gonna accumulate. And I will share more in our group as well. So this is what I am looking for, it to go back and test this supply zone as well. This is still bearish, has a room to continue to pull back. So we are going to watch how do we arrive into this demand zone? How do we hold the demand zone on the smaller time frame? And then we will decide, okay, where we are going to now target to the back into the upside on it. Okay. Next name is, this goes to Benita. Thank you for bringing this. I think this one is setting up very nicely as well on the daily, and this could be a nice cup and handle that we are starting to form on it, right? As long as we hold above 1523, not a bad name to take some shares. The ideal first breakout would be, this is what we want it to break, 1690. If you want to wait for another confirmation, you can wait for it to break out, retest this area, and then make our all-time high. Easily give you $20 to $21 on this name as well. Next is VRTX. I love this falling wedge on it. This is the name I shared last week as well. I think this week the structure looks much better than what we had last week. So I love this broadening wedge as well, and a falling wedge that is holding. Now with your stop loss at 380, this could continue to the upside, and it has a nice gap to fill. Buy time. This is not something that you want to do a shorter expiration on it, but if you buy time on it, this does look very nice to the upside now. Okay, I think we are already in this one, but I'll just cover it bull. What a beautiful trade. We took it in our challenge account. We have it in our leaps as well. This is looking really nice. I love, again, falling wedge pattern, broadening wedge pattern. As long as we hold above 13, any pull back into the 13 area, even 1320, a name that you want to accumulate, this is monthly chart looks beautiful, absolutely beautiful name to keep an eye on it. This again, I want somewhere in the 20 to 22 areas that it could continue. It came from quite high where it made the all-time highs were on this name was 80.37. So this could continue. I have shares and again, our leaps are up very nicely. I think we're up like what, 60%, 65, 66% on it. Continue to hold. This will pay. This will definitely pay. Any pullbacks is an opportunity for you guys to add, not be afraid of it. Okay. Next name is Oscar. Not many people are talking about this one. I really like, I think this is another one that we have. Let's mark. Loving this breakout on it as well. Any pullback on it could be a nice retest and continue to the upside. Again, I would keep 1690 as my stop loss and let it play out. And this name definitely on the weekly as well. Look at that compression. Look at the displacement. We close above 50% retest of this candle, and we are holding. This could be a very nice breakout coming up on this name. I like what it's looking like on the weekly. Shares, you don't have to buy unless you can buy leaps. You don't do shorter expirations, but definitely a name to keep an eye on. Next goes to our girl Benita, IPG. I do like the weekly, how it's sitting. It was an inside week here as well. So ideal would be, I want to see which way it breaks out. Let it break out one or the other side, and then take the trade on it. Our first target can be $29.70, which is about $30. Your next target can be right about here, $33.23. So play level by level. Ideally, wait for it because we have an inside week, right? So I don't know, it could break to the downside, it could break to the upside. Ideally, I would like to see it break to the upside because daily does look good and daily does have this pattern as well that we are holding. So if we can break out of the 27 and continue to hold, this would be a nice setup as well. So thank you, Benita. Next goes to Avigo. I like where it came back. I love Avigo. This is my new favorite stock. This is my new SPX, if you know what I mean. I love that we came back, retested it, and we held the 330. There is a gap to the downside. Don't be afraid of it. As long as we don't lose 330, no reason to worry about it. This could continue to move to the upside, and we did build a supply here as well. Would like this supply to get invalidated and flip and make a new all-time high because we do have a breaker here as well. So any of these to the upside, there is room on it. Contracts are going to be expensive, so this is not for a small size accounts. You can do a day trades on it, but I love the setup. XLC. Did I talk about Netflix? I think I talked about Netflix. So XLC, look at this. Look at the daily. We got a morning star pattern printing right here. What a nice looking chart. So look for stocks that are in this sector and find the good setups and continue to, you can trade those ones. This is an ETF. I like the way it is looking. I like the setup. I like the weekly. This could continue and this could be the sideways for a bit and then move to the higher. But daily, that is a beautiful setup on the morning star pattern. You don't need a lot of things to get a confirmations like this. Stop loss 116, time on my contracts, risk to reward, beautiful. Okay, Reddit, another name, is my new favorite that I've been trading a lot. Another morning star pattern. Like, you know how you guys are like, oh my God, market is dropping. I kept telling you guys, I want this drop. I want this drop. Let it drop. Let it drop. Let the market drop. We need this drop. And it was a beautiful drop. Look at how beautifully it came into our level and held. Like, I can't wait to teach you this new setup that I've worked so hard on it. And these new setup has been fire for swings. As long as we hold this 222, this is moving higher. And I love the morning star pattern. And again, if you are going to take a trade, 235 hold, 235 pullback, ideal 246, 250 to the upside. This looks amazing. Would not mind it to go back up and make up another new all-time highs. Okay, what else do I have? I went over HIMS. I went over that. Okay, I know some of you are still in snow, and I this setup. I drew this, I think, a week ago, maybe over a week ago. I did share this chart as well with you guys inside the group. A beautiful pullback. Your snow calls are going to play. I think this is setting up for a nice squeeze. This is my ideal setup that I look for on a swing. This is looking really good. We break out of this 230, 231. This is going to fly. This is going to fly back up to 240, 250 is easily coming on snow. A name definitely everybody should be watching. What else was it? I know somebody, I think this was like 3 weeks ago. I want to say somebody asked for this chart again. Looking very nice. We got like about $14 move on it weekly. Look at that displacement. What a beautiful move out. Come back, retest 320. You could easily get this sweep to the upside. Again, I would be buying time on it. I would not be doing shorter dated expirations, but this pull back to the 420, go back to the upside. I think last time when I shared, it was based on the monthly time frame, and we came into our zone. We held the 282. We bounced back up. What a beautiful move on it. So thank you. I don't remember who was it, but someone from the group asked me to check. I think this is looking really nice. So thank you for going through my old videos. What else? We went through, did I go through VRTX? Yeah, I went through this one. Did I go through Datadog? Looks very nice. Does have I think I did go over this one as well. We got our, last time we took the trade, we got our target. This was, I really want this supply to get flipped and continue to the upside. So we'll see. Okay, I think this is it. If I see anything, if I look at anything else, I will share the chart inside the group. Thank you so much. Please, again, this is for educational purposes and not a financial advice. If you like these videos, please make sure you like and comment. And thank you to people who have been sending me messages that they've been taking the trades. I really appreciate those messages. Gets me keep going. Otherwise, I'm telling you, I am this close to putting this back in just the VIP. And what else was it? I was going to share. And I will see you guys tomorrow morning on IG to do the live trade on Monday and Fridays. What else? I think that's it. Excited for this coming week. And see you guys inside the group. Thank you.